Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Raja, and today I'm going to discuss one more, challenging scenario. Called it, relevancy, filter relevancy. And let me open this, a workbook and show you, so what is the challenge, the filter relevance options. And so this is the, a sample dashboard I have prepared, for this, training. So let me go to the Zamin sheet and I'll show you so what are the columns I brought into this sheet and here. So we have current sales and so it is a calculated a field to bro we brought this into this sheet, and same as well as we have a previous sales and a percentage of a sales growth, and here we are comparing this a current versus previous sales. Accordingly I'm showing this a indication green or red. And so in the third column, so we can call it as a percentage of sales growth. And so we are comparing these two fields, and accordingly we are calculate this growth of this sales itself. And the fourth column we have a profit ratio. Generally we are aware of, right? So sum of profit divided by the sum of sales. So that is so a calculation for this profit ratio. So now this is the report, and so let me go back to the Zamin dashboard. Let me explain what are the filters we have actually. So these are the filters we have. One is country, another one is region, and third one a state. And let me explain this scenario. So what is the issue and how we can overcome this a issue also. So now we have, region so we have only one value into this, drop down filter, that is called, United States. And if I go to this, region filter, we have, so multiple values, but right now it is showing only one. So let me select this default, all values. And before that, so let me clear this, state filter also. Okay. Let me go to this filter and let's select all. Now, so as a developer, you aware of these, filter relevant options in our Tableau. So I one filter always, depends on this, some other filters that is called, a relevancy of that, a filters. So generally, so if you select this, a country, and so I can see relevant, a region from that, country filter itself only. And if I select any one of these, like a region, so I can see the relevant state from that like a region I can see into this like a state filter. So how do we enable this like a relevancy? So there is a options to enable it from the drop down, so we can call it as only relevant values. So generally if you select any value from the region, I can see the relevant values from the state itself. So this is the so relevancy in our tableau. Now the challenge is right. And now so for time being we have so disable this all option from this customization only. So I have disabled this all option. Now you can see here. So generally in the tableau, if you have more than a one value, generally it shows multiple values from filter itself, that indicates that multiple values. So if you click on this any one of the value, default it will take that like a value itself only. And here also like we have multiple values from the state or drop down filter, and so that's why it is showing. Yeah, now I can see this data accordingly because we have selected all the values from the state, and even I have selected all the values from the region. Now I'm going to select only one value. Let me select this like a east value from the region filter. Now I can see data so east like a region, but I haven't selected anything from the state, but I can see all the values from the like a state itself, and so these values are relevant to from the east region. Now let me select any one of these state from this region. So I'm going to select this Maryland, and let me select this state here. Now the challenge here is this like a challenge. Now I have selected this state and I have selected this region, and there is no more like a one more value, so that's why it is default is showing United States. Now if I give this report to this end user, how end user can change this like a region? Why? Because if I select this Maryland, and so user can see this only one value, and he cannot change that value to any other values. And so default he can see this value like east only. In case if we select central or west, and accordingly he can select this state value, but later on that he is not able to see other like values from the region. So how we can overcome this challenge? And if you have any idea, if you know this like a solutions, please make please make comment on this like a video. And definitely, so you should wait like a to my next video for this like a solution, how we can overcome this how we can solve this challenge itself. And in the same video, so I'm going to give a separate a bonus SQL query. So how to write this like a SQL query to bring this all the like a calculations in the SQL, as well as how to bring these different columns from temporary tables also. So I can show so how do you bring this, and how do you derive these like a columns in our SQL. So let's open this SQL, and let's go to this like a new query. And so whatever data set I'm using, and so I have a same like a similar data set like I'm using for this like a SQL also. And so let me showcase so we have 4 years of data itself from our superstore. And I just want to showcase data itself, so whatever like a years we have from this. Let me bring this like a unique values. Okay, let's. So here I'm going to bring this like a unique values, use this distinct keyword to bring this yeah, keywords. And so if you wants to if you wants to extract like a year from the order date, and you should use this year functions to extract. Yeah, I'm going to use this order date. This is my field name from table name, and here we can see this table name, and sorry, superstore. So let me use this superstore. Yep, let's run this query. So if I execute this like a query, I can see data so we have data from 19, and so till 22 we have. So just so, but we do not have 23 data, so that so whatever max year we have, so accordingly we are considering that as current sales. And so you that previous sales we are considering 2021 as previous year sales only. Okay, so, and you can give like a certain so right so just how I'm going to achieve this actually. Here I'm going to create two temporary files, two temporary tables. So one is so for current sales, another one is for previous sales. And then with the help of joins, I'll joining both the like tables. And after after that we can see this all the values in one, all the columns in one table. So let me create a temporary like a table right now. Okay, so wait, for current sales, what I'm going to create, right? So yeah, so I'm going to give some name like current sales, and here the query so I want whatever columns you want, actually you can bring those like a columns only. Okay, so I'm going to use this subcategory column, comma. So so we have like a data, right? And so I'm going to aggregate this like a based on this subcategory only. Okay, so let me use this sum of the sales from superstore table. Yeah, there is a spelling mistake, superstore. Okay, this is the table. Now so we are using this aggregate function, so that is the reason I'm going to use this group by function. Let's bring this, yeah, here. And so I told you, right, for current years I'm considering 2022 data, so that's why. So I'm going to filter this data where year of, so year is the function to extracting this year from the order date like a column. Yeah, is equals to 2022. So let me execute this. Okay, do not select this with current like sales. It is not finished yet actually. Okay, Now I can so execute this like a query, and so what I'm going to do is, right, so I'm considering this like table as current sales only. And so let me close this like a bracket here, and I'm going to create one more like a table called as like previous sales, and let me call it as previous underscore sales as. So I'm going to use the same query, and I'm going to use the same query, but probably I'll change this like a where condition only. So let me copy this. Okay, so in the where condition, I'm simply go and change this like into, instead of 2022 you can use 2021. So now I have two temporary like a tables here, and so from the both the tables, so we are bringing the similar columns like select a distinct of subcategory as well as sum of sales, but here we are filtering the data accordingly. Okay, we are looking for this 2022 data, and below query we are looking for 2021 now. So we have very similar like a columns, and so these are like a subcategory is the like it contains this unique unique value. So that is the reason what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to join with these two tables. Okay, so let's bring this like a table names here, and the current sales is the one table. Okay, so let me write this like from state now. Okay, and here I'm going to use this like a inner join. Sorry, spelling mistake. Inner join with, so we have another table, right, previous sales. Just you can paste it here, and on which column basis on like so I'm going to like a join with this subcategory. So let me use this like current dot subcategory. So I'm just like defining this like a field here. Let me use this. Let me take this like a previous sales. Yeah. Now joining condition is ready actually. Now let's bring this like columns. Whatever columns you are looking for this, you can bring those like a columns only. Come on. And so I'll do one thing actually. So instead of like sum of sales, let me give you some alias name here. So we can consider this like c underscore sales, and here also I'm going to give some alias name, mm, p underscore sales. Yep. Now we can bring these like a two columns. So we need both the columns, right, to showcase in one table. And here also, so we required like same, and it is coming from the previous sales. Yeah. Now I can use this. Yeah. So yeah, after that current like a sales dot subcategory. Okay. Okay. Here we need to bring this like current sales dot c sales and previous sales from. This is fine. Now join again current. Mhm. Yeah. Let me run this condition. We'll see like what is the error we are getting here, and let me, yeah, disable this like first query. Okay, so I forgot to give this like comma, so that's why it's giving like error. Yeah. And here previous as, okay, and then we are running this like let me run this ctex keyword nearby select. Okay, this is fine, and this is like oh, okay, some category current is previous. Okay, Okay, sorry, this is I mean like current sales, this is for previous sales. From current sales in a join I mean like previous sales on current. Okay, again let me run this I mean like incorrect in syntax near select. Okay, sorry, yeah, I forgot to give this I mean name here. Yeah, now we can run this I mean like a query and then we'll see. Now we can see, and so now we can see this I mean like so we are bringing this I mean like so current sales as well as I mean like a previous sales from different I mean like temporary files. Now it's very difficult to like read this I mean like a values. Better to use this I mean like a round of functions to change this I mean into zero decimals. So let me use this I mean like a round function, comma, zero, and then close the bracket. Same thing you have to do for this previous sales also. And here also you can do same thing. So no I mean there is no decimal required, so that is the reason I'm going to mention this I mean zero only. Okay, again let me run this. Yep. Now we are getting I mean without decimal we are getting this I mean like value. I think so as per the report better to I mean like sort accordingly, like so I'm going to do is right, let me add this I mean like a order by to sort this I mean like data. And so what are you I mean like sorting here, so I'm going to sort this I mean like subcategory level only, so that's why let me copy this. Okay, field name, and so it will give you, oh sorry, yep, let me copy this. Okay, let me run this again. Now what you want actually, so here I'm showcasing this I mean like a one more column that is called I mean like percentage of I mean like a sales also. And for this what I'm going to write is right, so I'm going to write one more I mean like statement here. So yeah, so I'm going to use this I mean like a one more I mean like a statement here, so not a statement, is I'm create a, I mean like a field here. So here what is the I mean like a formula for this I mean growth, and so it is the current sales minus previous sales divided by this current sales only. So now let me bring this I mean like current sales here and as well as previous sales also, and divided by current sales. Yeah, we can give some alias name for this like percentage sales. Okay, so it is giving error here, so subcategory it is a dot, not I mean like it's a dot. Okay, subcategory. Oh sorry, uh I'm so sorry here, should not I mean like sorry, it should I mean like up to here only current sales, sorry, it is minus pieces divided by this yeah, I'm so sorry, current sales dot c sales. Now let's run this. Yep, yep, now we can see here, so it is also giving this I mean like decimal values. So for this I'm going to use this round function along with this I mean I'm just I mean I need to convert this I mean value into this percentage, so that is the reason I'm going to use this multiply with this I mean like 100. Okay, then we'll get this percentage. So what I'm going to do is, right, so let me use this, I mean, like, percentage 100, close, or else you can close up to this bracket and then into, yeah. Now I'm going to write one more, I mean, like, function here. Let me use this, I mean, like a function round off. I'm going to round this, you know, comma 1, because it's a percentage, right? So I'm going to use this, I mean, like a single decimal for the percentages. Okay, let me run this again. Yeah, now you can see here. So as per our Tableau, right, so here we have, I mean, like, so current sales and previous sales, also we have percentage of, I mean, like a sales. Yeah, and so this is, I mean, like, so selected with this, I mean, region, east region selected, and state also is selected. I think better to select all the values, and then I'll show you, like, so whether data is, I mean, like a matching or not. So let me select this, all the, yeah, all the values. Now you can see here. So let me check for these, I mean, two records. One is for this, I mean, Axis we have, I mean, like, current sales 59946, 59946, and like, previous sales we have 41896, and the percentage of, I mean, like, sales is 30.1. Yes, correct. It is, I mean, giving me correct, I mean, values. So generally, like, so for we have, I mean, like, 17 records, so manually we can cross check, and in case if you have more than, I mean, like, more records, I mean, so more than 100 or 200, generally you can, download this, I mean, like a data, and then into the Excel, and then later on that with the help of, I mean, lookups or something, and accordingly we can, cross verify that, I mean, like a numbers, whether it is, I mean, whether it is numbers are matching or not. So we need to verify. So I hope you guys are, I mean, enjoy this, I mean, video, and so please subscribe to my channel to get, I mean, like, more videos, and because so I'm giving you this, I mean, like, the content based on this, I mean, Tableau as well as SQL in the future, definitely. So whatever, I mean, content I'm going to give, right, in the Tableau, definitely I'll give you in the different, I mean, like a technologies also, like a SQL or, Python also. I think that's why you can, I mean, so that's why I'm requesting you to everyone, I mean, like to subscribe my channel to get, I mean, like a more alerts. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.